I'm Angela, and I'm gonna be your how to move on guide. Make sure you tune in. Very first thing that you need to do when you're heartbroken is to cry your heart out. Okay? You need to feel your emotions. You need to be sad. You need to literally bawl every single night and just feel your emotions. Because when you neglect to feel your emotions, you're not ever going to be able to move on from them. I'm sorry, sister. Sorry, brother. But the only way out is through it. You can't fast forward and time travel to a time where life is amazing again. But what you need to do at this moment is literally to acknowledge your hurt emotions, to just cry big, ugly, fat tears, and just feel as long as you don't stay stuck there. After feeling your emotions and after just crying your heart out for weeks and weeks and even months, the next thing you gotta do is you need to replace your old memories with new ones. So, honeyboo, stop looking at your couple pictures. Stop reading through the messages that you guys sent each other when you were in your honeymoon phase. You gotta stop reinforcing the old emotions and the old memories, and you need to replace them with new ones. So what happened to me was I was literally crying even as I woke up in the morning, and I just felt pathetic because I was not that kind of person. Usually I was so upbeat, I loved life, and I was generally a happy person. But when I was heartbroken, I was literally like crying every single morning too when I woke up. And so how I got out of that rut was one day I decided that I was just sick of it. I was just sick of crying every single time. And I broke the pattern. You need something that breaks the pattern of you just feeling sorry for yourself. And what I did was I established my morning routine. So I got out, I started jogging every single morning for a year, and I started meditating, write my thoughts every single morning, and very slowly but surely, it took me like a year and a half or maybe like 2 years to really completely move on, but it was also worth it. So you're not gonna be able to move on instantly like that. Sorry, I can't make a snap sound because I have my glove. No, I can't. Okay, so you're not gonna move on just like that, because moving on is a process. There are 6 stages of grief. You need to replace your old memories slowly but surely. One day you get to that place where you're like, oh my god, yes, it's done. I'm done grieving, and life is beautiful again. It's sunny again. There are no more dark clouds, and you're not crying your precious tears over that person who broke your heart. Another way that I did this was I fucking traveled. Now, the most amazing thing about travel is that it allows you to really just see that the world is so much bigger, that it's not the end of the world that this guy or this girl broke your heart. And travel allows you to just break the pattern. When I was literally trying to move on from this guy because I was the one who just cut it off Well, I mean, he did cheat on me with three other girls, so I had to end it. It's just not healthy. What I did was I was really freaking lucky that, at that time I was in Singapore and I had distractions. I was able to put myself out of that like teeny tiny bubble where I just cry, and I was able to distance myself. That's also very important. You need to distance yourself, realize that shit, it's really not the end of the world, and there's just so much more to experience. There's so much more in life. There's just so much more inside of you waiting to be explored, waiting to be seen, waiting to be unraveled. There's just so much more than this shitty heartbreak stuff. And it may not feel like that now, but when you go through the motions, brother, when you go through the motions, sister, you're gonna get to that place. You just need to start replacing your old memories with new ones. And I know travel is expensive. It doesn't have to be. Just go to, a new coffee shop every single week, maybe. Go to a place you haven't been before in your city. Don't make your wallet cry while you're heartbroken. You don't need to do that. But travel is a very good way to mend a broken heart slowly but surely. This is something I haven't done when I was trying to mend my broken heart. But recently I've done this and it was amazing. Now, I don't know if you've heard about this, but it's nature bathing. Being in Mother Nature literally allows you to feel a certain high. It's not an illegal high, it's not a high you get from ecstasy, it's not a high you get from weed. It's literally natural high. And it feels so amazing. And I just very recently experienced this. I went to Alahada last week and I was just surrounded by trees and surrounded by mountains, and I literally had such an amazing feeling. I felt so much bliss and so much joy, and I thought to myself, if I were heartbroken, I would literally have needed that. So what you can do is go for a walk every single day maybe, or go on a hike, go somewhere. You're surrounded by mama nature, you're surrounded by trees, you're on a beach. Go somewhere that makes you just feel so calm and serene, and don't do drugs. Don't overdose on alcohol. There is a much better way that's healthier. There's a much better way that your future you would thank yourself for, that does not involve harming yourself with illegal substances. So go try nature bathing. Others call it forest bathing because I've tried it and it's amazing. And you will thank me if you have a broken heart. The next one is a pretty obvious one, and it's to hang out with your friends. Mamacita, if you are honest with me, you probably neglected them since you've been in a relationship. And I know that because my best friend has done that to me, and I've done that to her, and it's okay, that happens when you're in a relationship with someone. But now that you don't have that person, because you neglected your friends, you feel alone, you feel like the world is just crashing down, and you feel miserable. So, how you can break out of that is to call your girlfriends, call your buddies, hang out with them, invite them, go see, I don't know, go see a magic show together, go play Fortnite, and do things that remind you that there are people who love you, that there are people who support you. The fifth suggestion that I have for you on here is something that I snuck in because if there is a time if there is a time for you to actually go work on yourself and to improve yourself and make the other person sorry that they lost you is reading books. Reading books is literally an amazing way to upgrade yourself, to upgrade your thinking, and to upgrade your life. And sister, brother, trust me, when you apply the things that you've been reading from good books, your life is going to change. And they're literally going to be so sorry that they lost you. And in my experience, they're going to come crawling right back. They're going to come begging for you to start giving them attention and start giving them love again. But because you've upgraded yourself and you've upgraded your life, you know your worth, and you know that hell fucking no, I'm not getting back together with you because you had me and you lost me, and that's your loss, not mine. When you're heartbroken is the best time because that's usually when you really need that pick me up, and that's usually when you just want to lie down in bed and might as well make that time productive, right? So the second to last way that you can move on is to treat yourself so much better than he has treated you or that she has treated you, and go take yourself out on dates. This is such an underrated thing. Not a lot of people do this, but when you go out and you treat yourself, you're building your sense of self-worth. How you treat yourself especially sets a standard for how others treat you. So if you're fine with, him just taking you out or her just texting whenever he or she feels like it, that's gonna be okay with you because you don't know how you should be treated because you don't even treat yourself right. So make sure that you actually use this time to set new standards and to set even higher standards than the ones you have before, because that will ensure that next time around you know how you want to be treated, you know how you should be treated, and you know how you should not be treated at all costs. Go have fun by yourself because you need your own love. It's called self-love, babe. Last but not the least is to go pick up new habits and to try out new hobbies. These habits and these hobbies will allow you to channel your focus and to not just keep wallowing in self misery and self pity, because you can actually divert your focus and your attention onto something that's more productive and something that allows you to express yourself. So, picking up these habits, trying out new hobbies will also allow you to see another version of yourself and to fall in love with that version. You realize you're a lot more special than he or she has given you credit for. And when you see how fucking unique you are, and when you see that you've upgraded yourself since the last time you've been with someone, then that's really when you start to move on and when you start to see your progress. It doesn't feel like that right now, but really think about the things that I talked about here and just try them out. Even have your best friend pull you and fucking haul your ass out, because trust me, there will be days when you just want to cry and days where you just want to read the love letters that you guys wrote for each other. But you need to do these things for yourself, because it's either you do them or you stay stuck exactly where you are, and before you know it, it'll be 10 years and you're still clutching your broken heart. And I hope this video helped you. If it has, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you, honey, on the next video. Bye!